282. At one point, we did think it was about the 300 mark, but finished on 282. Nepal came back strong in the last 15 overs, especially in the last 10 overs where they really closed the game out.
Well, Daniel Birrell to start things off. Down the leg side, Kushal Patel looking to get a feather on it down towards fine leg for 4, but a wide ball to start. Daniel Birrell bowled very well for a couple of wickets in the first game on Monday, also batted well for 41. What kind of challenges will he provide to the Nepalese opening batters?
Well, one off is bowling from the opposite end, so there's obviously a little bit of variable bounce, which will suit him and his deliveries. Speaking to him at the start of the game, he's really big on
flowing drive, brings the edge.
He's really big on his variations. Very clever cricketer, and obviously producing the pitch kind of gives him a little bit of an extra advantage.
Yeah, Grainville groundsman Daniel Birrell. I feel like there's a groundsman stereotype of slightly being past their playing days, and Daniel Birrell really proves that wrong. In place, Daniel Birrell starting steady. Beautiful delivery. Not a huge amount of movement in the air, but a little bit of nip beats the edge. And there's a bit of interest early for the fast bowlers.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's doing all the right things, putting it on the right area. 4th stump line, good height, top of the stumps, good pace as well with the new ball. Doing all the right things, asking all the right questions early doors. And that's exactly what you want. And we kind of discussed this the other day, was a little bit hit and miss with the new ball. A good start so far.
We imagine it will probably be Julius Samaroa from the near end, but we're yet to see. 2 tall lads hitting the deck hard with this new ball. Jake Dumford with an all-time floppy hat behind the stumps. Very good look for a wicketkeeper. Kushal solid in defence. Just a dot ball. And Nepal looking for a calm, quiet start to this second innings.
And a slightly different task compared to the first game, where they'll be looking to chase down quite a large total. Obviously, bowling second on here has its advantages, especially on a used wicket as well. And they've got some quality spinners to be operating a little bit later on. So the challenge is definitely there for Nepal.
First over goes for 3 then. And just a little flashback again to that first game when Nepal did bat first, as you mentioned there, Kaz. They could only clock up 250 with the bat. So now, with the chase on the mind, it's going to be a tricky chase for them to get all the way up to the 280 mark. That was well set by Jersey, thanks to 95 from Patrick Googe and half centuries for Zach Tribe and Harrison Carlyon. But it is Samaroa to get things started. Who bowled really well from this end on Monday. Bowled an absolutely snorting delivery to take the shoulder of Kushal Patel's bat. It was when he was still in single figures. Let's see if you can emulate that from this end. Very full. Bowled. Samaroa gets rid of Asif Sheikh with his first ball of the game. just what Jersey needed, an early breakthrough. And Nepal now 3 for 1 in the second over.
Great bit of ball in there. Surprise package. Everyone expected length to come up, especially with the way the field was set. He's gone full ball clatting into the stumps. As we see the replay, it's done him all ends up. And he can't believe what's just happened.
Well, the early breakthrough brings about Ishan Pandey to the crease. And it took Nepal 24.1 overs to get there first. And Jersey make the breakthrough in 7 balls. And Samaroa started straight away with a full Yorker on the stumps. Do you reckon that might have been intentional?
Yeah, it looked intentional. From a big chap coming down, obviously, you don't expect it. So maybe that was a surprise ball. But it's something that I spoke about the other day. Having seen him for the first time, he does have a tendency of just falling over a little bit. Maybe that's an area that they'll look to exploit early doors to try and get him either hitting on the pads or like he's just done there, get the ball to slip through and hit the stumps.
No ball called by the umpire, so we'll see our first free hit of the day. And it's going to be Ishan Pandey's second ball he's faced. It's going to be the free hit. Fine leg and third man of the men back. So he'll certainly be looking to club this away in front of square. Maybe he'll try and use the crease to Samaroa with a bowler of bounce. Where do you reckon he can find a boundary here?
Early doors. Maybe that's the boundary option there. The pull shaft, a slightly ball that's drifted down leg side.
It means the free hit's going to be re-bowled. And so we'll see Samaroa potentially receive an extra ball of punishment. Some way to follow up a wicket with no ball and wide. Saved by the stumps. Non-striker's end. Now, Ishan Pandey is an interesting one. He came in yesterday, mid-collapse, and he fell pretty quickly. And so he'll be looking to put on a show for Nepal. Try and stamp his mark on this team. And if Jersey can get a couple early, they'll be far ahead in this game. Solid from Pandey. How much do you reckon the required run rate will weigh on the batter's mind at this point in the game? Maybe for the first 10, 15 overs, do you reckon they'll be thinking about it at all, or just try and build their innings?
No, as batters would go in the first 15 overs, definitely not. I think it's about building a platform, and if you can get to around the 70 mark of the first 15, leave 35 to get 200 with the game opening up. Yeah, definitely. You want to be in around the 75, 100 mark. That's a really good platform to have.
So Samaroa still a couple of balls left due to the early extras. As you see, Charles Pershard putting in some stretches at mid-off. I wonder if we might see him being brought on for an early bowl. Samaroa. This one's a good line and length. Pandey equal in defence. And Kushal Patel knows exactly how to score runs on this wicket. We'll be waiting for the ball to be pitched short. Jersey definitely will be looking to stay patient right there. That's exactly where Jersey want to be bowling, as many deliveries as possible. But in the first game, they let Nepal off a little bit in the second innings, and they were able to score runs at a good rate. However, Jersey are holding strong and not giving Nepal too much to work with in the first 2 overs, and they've got the wicket. Nepal 7 for 1, and Kushal Patel will be back on strike to Daniel Birrell. Daniel Birrell taking the 2 key middle order wickets of the captain, Rohit Patel, and also the man at the non-strikers end, Ishan Pandey. Now, we saw a few of those in the first game from Kushal Patel early on in his innings, looking to get bat on ball. But once he was 20 runs into his innings, we all of a sudden saw very little. So this is the time to strike for Kushal. When he gets in, he is so dangerous. Maybe a little bit of a change in pace early on from Birrell. Patel getting through that shot very quickly. You said it a lot. I think we would be both happy to see the Jersey bowlers vary their pace.
Yeah, and what it does, again, it does take you away from the run chase a little bit, but it also allows you to bring a different dimension in without putting some pace onto the ball. Makes it harder for timing, and it also allows shots to be played on the up, which effectively brings in some chances to catch the ball. So mistakes do happen.
And it looks as if Birrell is just ever so slightly changing his pace. They're not big, obvious slower balls. However, Patel, again, just as you mentioned, driving on the up there, perhaps getting through a shot slightly early. Flip through mid-wicket. Slightly on the up. Chases on for Patrick Googe. Terrific work. That tells you everything you need to know about Patrick Googe. Scored 95, faced over 100 balls in the first innings, and he's running across the outfield as if it was first thing bright and early in the morning. Top quality from him.
Great commitment, and that's the intent you want to see from your fielders. He's really committed to the cause there, chasing after that ball. Full pelt dive, a roll over the boundary rope, push the ball back. Fantastic bit of work from the team there, the 2 partners going out in tandem. Great bit of cricket there from Jersey fielders.
That's the kind of moment that will keep up the body language, keep up the Jersey momentum. And this is a nice angle now, even though that's wide of the stumps. This angle from Birrell, from round the wicket to left-handed Pandey, just a slight amount of away shape. Could be successful here for Jersey.
Yeah, and Pandey's got to be very careful. He's got to be very decisive in terms of what he's doing with his decision making, what he's looking to leave, what he's looking to push out, what he's looking to commit to. He's got to be really decisive. If anything, where there's a lack of decision making, he's nicking off to the keeper or first slip.
Yeah, you feel there's a lot of pressure on Pandey here. Want to get into his knock. Pacing around.
gift at this stage of the game, especially with a brand new ball, second over in, second ball in. You cannot be bowling full pitch deliveries leg stump to a person of his caliber.
And there he goes again. 2 and 2. 1 over pitched, 1 too short. And a player of Kushal Patel's quality will not miss out on either. He is top class. 23 for 1 now.
Change of field after them 2 consecutive back-to-back boundaries. Deep square leg going out. Second slip coming into mid-wicket.
Yeah, the third man stays out, doesn't he? And short fine leg is inside the ring, as you mentioned there. So Julius Samaroa has now got some work to do. He brings deep square slightly straighter back on the mark. But now no pressure on Kushal Patel. He's 12 off 10 balls. And I can now understand, as you mentioned in the first innings, Kaz, about